What is up, everybody? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And no, not the live action. I already reviewed the live action. This is the animated reboot, thanks to Disney Plus. Man, this movie. So, do I really need to go through a plot? I don't think so. Basically, this movie, I mean, it does follow some of the, not all, but some of the plots from the original movie, but it's all animated, and it has a completely different cast. I wouldn't have minded if they had the original cast, and you can alter their voices with the technology you have nowadays. You didn't need to recast them for this animated thing. You could have altered their voices. You could have done anything if you had the original cast. So anyway, I'm just going to give you just a brief summary. As I said before, it's very similar to the original, just animated, but I'm just going to give you a couple pointers that were not in the original live action. So at the beginning of the movie, you see Greg and his best friend Rowley. They are enjoying their last moments of summer because they're going into, that's right, middle school. So Roderick gives Greg a pep talk, tells him about all these things he should avoid, and he tells him about the cheese touch, where if you saw the original, his friend Shirag told him about the cheese touch, but in this animated reboot you have Roderick tell him about the cheese touch. So that's one thing that's a little different. Everything else is pretty much the same. I mean, you know, there's not really anything different that happened in this movie compared to the original. I mean, there are a couple things, but I'm not going to give away too much, you know, spoiler-wise. But yeah, I mean, it's basically the same. It's just animated. Now, a lot of people, for people that did not see the live action and people that did not see my review for the live action, I have admitted that I am probably the hugest fan of the live action movies with Zachary Gordon, Robert Capron, Rachel Harris, Steve Zahn, Peyton List, all those people. I am a huge fan, and I understand why they stopped doing the live actions. It's because basically the cast got older. I've seen Zachary Gordon, his voice has gotten deeper, he's gotten taller, and the same with Robert Capron. He lost a lot of weight, he's gotten older. Pretty much everybody has gotten older, so they can't do the movies anymore. But as I said before, if you got the original cast to do the voice for this animated movie and alter their voices, because it's 2022, technology is so advanced nowadays, that would have been fine, and I probably would have liked it a lot more. Look, I understand that this is a kids' movie, and I want to say something about this being a kids' movie. Now, I grew up on movies that were kids' movies, I guess you could say. But when I watch them to this day, I still like them. And who knows, even adults can find enjoyment out of animated movies. But by you saying I didn't like this movie because it's for kids, you're kidding yourself. No, that's not the reason. It just isn't. It's not the reason why I didn't like this movie. I, for the most part, enjoyed this movie. But it's not the same as the original. I would give the original 5 stars. I would give this one 3 stars because, you know, I know you shouldn't compare reboots to originals, but I can't help it because I'm such a huge fan of the original. So, I mean, I guess this movie was okay, but it doesn't hold a candle to the original cast. So anyway, guys, that's it for review. So let me know what you thought of Diary of Wimpy Kid, the reboot, down below. And as usual, rate, comment, and subscribe. See ya.